Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one we have got a ton of fun stuff to talk about that has to do with skins, and basically a lot of skins that could possibly be coming back into the shop soon. So that's what this video is all about, going through some of the secrets, busting some myths even, with a bunch of skins such as like the Renegade Raider, the Skull Trooper, and more. And also we'll talk about some other stuff like the brand new update that's going to be coming, I believe, tomorrow, or the day after, stuff like that. Basically, we're going to have a ton of fun. You guys are going to enjoy it. But yeah guys, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smack that like button down below. It always helps me out so much. I love seeing the support on the videos. You guys are amazing. And along with that, comment your favorite skin or your rarest skin. One of the two. Mine would personally probably have to be the Black Knight because it's the OG from Season 2. It was still pretty hard to get, but not a lot of people got it. So that's my personal favorite and most rare skin, but I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. But yeah guys, without further ado, let's just jump on into it here. But yeah, starting it out, before we even get into like these skins that I think are going to be coming back, let's start off with some of the proof that points towards a bunch of skins from the past coming back into the game. So what am I talking about here? Well, basically the first thing I want to bring up is that the Red Knight came back. That's right guys, whether or not you were happy with that, whether or not you were kind of sad that it took away sort of an OG skin. I mean, I don't really know what I think about that, whether a skin is cool if it's rare, whether it's just cool to have it in general. I think it'd be cool if we just have a little bit of both. But yeah, anyways, the Red Knight came back. That's pretty crazy because we thought it wouldn't come back. We thought it was like a season exclusive skin, but apparently that is not the case. So how does that then affect the other skins, like the holiday skins, the other ones that were part of different seasons that seem to be season exclusive? Does that mean that a lot of other skins are going to be coming back? Well, obviously we can't be sure, but I think there's a good chance that certain skins might make a comeback. And the first skin that I think will make a return are the Christmas skins like the Crackshot and Codename Elf. I think those are two very likely skins that will be coming back. Now again, this is only a guess, but just basing it off of all of the information I have, like the Red Knight that we just talked about, that was clearly a Season 4 themed skin, so it was a little bit different from like a holiday exclusive, but since the Red Knight came back, it's definitely possible that these skins could be coming back. I mean, why really wouldn't they ever come back? The only possible reason you could have is that they were specifically for Christmas, but I mean, take a look at the Valentine skins that we've had. The Jonesy statue-like one, the Pink Bear, the Cuddle Team leader, those have come back over and over and over again, and they were holiday skins as well. So why then are these Valentine skins coming back but not the Christmas skins? I honestly can't give you an answer, so I do think it is possible that these ones could be coming back sometime randomly coming up. We don't have any other clues quite yet that they could be coming up, and actually there's one thing I want to talk about a little bit later in the video, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see these again. But yeah, let's move on to another one here. This is one of the big ones that is almost, I don't know for sure yet, okay? On one hand, there is some quote proof that some people found and maybe like leaked that it is going to be coming into the game. There's also some secret things that I want to talk about that point towards it coming into the game, but on the other hand, it just seems so crazy. So the skin I'm talking about here is the Renegade Raider. That is right guys, the skin that Ninja rocks a ton. It's one of his favorites. He said on stream multiple times that it is one of his favorites just because of how rare it was. And in case you need a quick reminder of how you were able to get this skin and why it was so rare, well basically I believe in the first season of Fortnite, the season shop was a little bit different. You didn't have to buy a battle pass. Instead, you leveled up your character, and once you started getting to higher levels, you unlocked the option to buy a couple of things, and one of the higher level things that you could get was the Renegade Raider skin. So yeah, not only did you have to level up to it, you also had to spend V-Bucks on it to unlock it. So that's why it's one of the most rare skins, but apparently there is some things pointing towards it maybe coming back. Now what am I talking about here? Well, the first thing I want to talk about is this weird tweet from Fortnite recently that was to promote the new like wrestling skins that were just added into the game. This was on July 19th, so a few days ago. As you can see here, it shows the wrestling skins, but what's more interesting about that is these skins on the side. So like on the right side, you have some of the more basic skins that have come into the shop, and on the left side, you have a couple of more pretty basic skins that, you know, they still show up in the shop quite a bit. But what's even weirder about that is that Renegade Raider is in the background, and she's not even up front. She's in the background, kind of hidden, a little bit blurred out, and we believe this is the first time she's showing up in one of these pictures. Now I know what you're saying, what exactly does that have to do with her maybe coming back into the shop? Well, you guys know that Epic Games likes to be very secretive with their stuff, throw little hints here and there about things coming back into the game, and I think it is just kind of weird that they hid her a little bit back here. I mean, she's not super hidden, but since it's the first time she's showing up in an image again, and since it is such an OG skin, does that possibly mean that she could be added into the shop? It's something to think about. Now along with that, there was also a possible leak from Cross Fortnite Leaks, and this is where we're getting into a little bit of like myths and myth busting. Apparently he said that he contacted Epic support, and also Cross Fortnite Leaks is a great guy, posts a lot of good stuff, but he said he contacted somebody at Epic and it kind of led to a conversation about the Renegade Raider and if it's possibly going to come back, and the support person said something along the lines of, yes, it was 1200 V-Bucks I believe, so it should be coming back into the shop eventually. And that's a pretty simplified version of it, but is that confirmation that this skin is coming back? Well, personally, I don't think so. A lot of the times these support people aren't like kept in tune with what's going to be in the shop. I don't think the people at Epic Games deciding like what's going to be in the shop next are telling the people at the support. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm thinking the support person just was a little bit confused and thought since it was a skin that showed up in the shop, technically that it would be showing up in the future. But I think this is like the only skin in this video that I'm more leaning towards it not coming back, but there is still a chance. That's why I wanted to point it out. But after that, another skin that I think is going to be coming back is the power cord skin. So this skin, I know some of you are probably like really into this skin, but the power cord is probably one of the most rare skins to come into the shop because I believe it was like, I think it was a legendary skin. I think it was 2000 V-Bucks. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's only been in the shop once or twice. I think maybe twice at the very most, but that was months ago. And again, that's very weird because it's one of the only skins that was released and then like never re-released in a very long time. The Battlehound was kind of similar to that, but we just got that one recently as well. So that's even more proof that more skins are coming back. But that was due to like the back bling having an issue. So maybe they're trying to fix something with a power cord and then it'll come back. But I definitely think that is one of the most likely skins to be coming back into the game soon. But after that, then we have one of the biggest skins I want to talk about and put in my 2 cents on what I think about it in terms of it coming back or not. We had to go over it, the Skull Trooper, and I guess also the Ghoul Trooper with it. But yeah, guys, is there a chance that this skin could be making a return? I'm honestly on the fence about this one. So let's first start off on the one hand of it possibly coming back. Now, the main proof that we have of it coming back, we don't have any like promotional images featuring it. In fact, it hasn't been in any images, I'm pretty sure, since it was like first released and since they were doing the Halloween stuff. But at least recently, it hasn't been seen much. However, like I talked about with the Christmas skins, just because it is a holiday doesn't mean that it's never going to come back. Once again, the Valentine skins, those have been released way after Valentine's, so why would the Halloween skins be any different? The only thing kind of separating the Valentine skins from the Halloween skins is that the Halloween skins have taken such a long time and haven't been seen again. So maybe that is proof that they're never going to come back, or maybe instead that's proof that they're waiting for like a special event to bring them back, like maybe next Halloween. But yeah, then on the other hand, I would have to say that I think Epic Games is aware of how much people like this skin just because of how rare it is. I mean, I feel like if they brought this skin back, as cool as it is, a lot of people mainly want it because it is the popular skin, the OG skin that was like from way back when, and that is kind of one of the main things that makes it like a super cool skin. So by bringing it back, obviously Epic Games would make a ton of sales. I mean, that was kind of proven with the Red Knight, but I also feel like they'd make a lot of people mad as well. So I'm not exactly sure how they would go about doing that. I'm not a giant company, I'm not Epic Games. So yeah, guys, now personally, I don't want to see it come back just because I think it is something that's really cool for those players that played the game way back when and supported it with purchases way at the beginning. But yeah, you never know with Epic Games, am I right? Now, one other skin I want to talk about again real quick before we get into like the new P90 stuff and some of the details I want to tell you about. The Merry Marauder and also the Ginger Gunner. I talked about this before in my last video, so that's why I saved it for the end. I didn't want to talk about it a ton, but again, since we started to see Merry Marauder show up in some of the pictures, like all hidden back there, especially the one recently where he's hidden like on top of the building just peeking over, and he's super blurred out. But once more, I think this is proof that he could be coming back. Like we talked about before, since the holiday skins aren't exactly exclusive, Epic Games has never said that, they've never stated that, it's never really been a thing, it's kind of just something that's assumed. It would make sense with these little hints of him being in the images that he could be coming back for sure. So I wanted to add that one to this list because I do think that the Merry Marauder, the Ginger Gunner are some more skins that could for sure be coming back. That one especially I think is like the most likely out of all of these to come back. And honestly, that's probably one of the ones I want most. So hopefully we see him coming back, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, guys, the update that is coming out tomorrow, gotta talk about it a little bit because I don't have time to put it in any other video. The Compact SMG. So let's go over like what to expect from this Compact SMG because as you can see in the news image, it says Compact SMG coming soon, epic and legendary rarity SMG that excels at close quarters combat. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, I am pretty sure that it's the new version of the brand new SMGs that just came into the game. Not the silenced ones, but the unsilenced ones that recently replaced the tactical SMGs. This should be the legendary and epic variants of those SMGs because those ones, I believe they have a gray, green, and blue variants. So this would complete those with the other variants variants. Now, what exactly can you expect from them? Well, one of the two things I'm thinking to expect, obviously the first of which is that there's going to be increased damage for these, similar to how the SMGs we already have go up in damage the better rarity that you get. So I'm thinking the epic and legendary could probably top out at like over 25. So having an SMG with like a 4-kill hit on somebody without any shields that would eliminate them, that is going to be pretty crazy, guys. This thing is going to be very good, like especially the legendary variant. I have a feeling that it's going to be pretty crazy, especially with how good the SMGs are already. Now, on top of that, it could also have like a faster fire rate, which could make it a little bit more inaccurate. Like the recoil could be a little bit tougher to control. That would make sense as something to kind of like keep it a little bit more balanced. But even if that is the case, a faster fire rate would be super crazy. So yeah, guys, I'm not exactly sure, but comment your thoughts down below. Are you excited for this? What do you guys think it's going to be like? But without further ado here, that is going to be it for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to subscribe for more videos coming up in the near future. And you can also check out some of my previous videos, such as on the left, going through a bunch of Season 5 leaks, and then on the right, the full guide for the Week 2 challenges. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.